Let's go.
Ladies, we got to talk about some drama. Yes, Nicole. The drama of this week was insane. Ooh,
I love it. Oh, that was
That's how excited she got. Like, this is perfect.
Yes. That's how we feel when we talk about this NFL drama. And Delilah, we got a pretty good one to talk about today because it's something that we need to be talking about. So what we got?
So we're talking about maybe extreme fans, toxic fans. I don't know. There's different words for it, but we love the NFL, but we know there's a dark side to it. And there are some fans that take things too far. Like, I play fantasy football for fun, but some people really take that seriously. Some people take their teams losing too much.
Yes.
Like, just too far. They take things just too far. Like,
Yes.
like what happened, on Monday, there were a lot of fans that were not happy that the game didn't continue or that it wasn't rescheduled, not just because of their fantasy football, which some people were complaining, but they cared more about the 1 through 7 seeding instead of, hey, someone almost died, and so a lot of that came out, and then I heard, even though it's not NFL, then I started seeing that people were sending death threats to the Ohio State player that missed the field goal that could have won the game. And it's like, I love football, but not to the detriment of forgetting that those players are human beings with flesh and blood.
Absolutely, man.
Okay?
Absolutely.
I recognize them as human beings made of flesh and blood, not robots, not, you know what I'm saying? They play this game. We know that because they love the game, right? They really care about the game. The first thing DeMar asked was who won, right? That should tell you where their mindset is. A lot of these players want to go out there, not just for themselves, but for their fans, because they don't want to let you down. Look at how many concussions our man Tua has because he doesn't want to let his team down, his fans down, or himself down. And I feel like it's time for us to take a stand. Yeah, and because I feel the majority of us think like us, where they are people and we love football, but I think we can recognize that they're human beings, and we need to start changing that culture of, hey, that your fantasy football stuff don't matter, they matter. So Absolutely. And so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, the NFL drama. So I know it's not dramatic per se, but I feel like it was just important for us to talk about.
It's absolutely something we need to talk about. But the thing is, these fans are just getting crazy altogether. We've seen where the Patriots lady was just yelling in the man's face. I mean, the Raiders lady was yelling in the man's face at the Patriots guy. It's getting to the point where you see where, players are going through the tunnel and people are throwing things on the field.
Yeah.
Like I love the Dallas Cowboys, but they don't pay me. Like they don't know who I am. I mean, I'm a fan.
Exactly.
They don't know who I am. I'm not gonna. I just feel like there's a certain level of obsession with the game, and craziness with the game that I look at those situations like, yo, people really need to chill. They don't pay you, nor does the organization even know who you are in particular. You're just a fan, and we're very important fans. But the team doesn't necessarily know Janae or Ash or Kate or Delilah or Nicole. They don't know us by name. We are fans. And we're supposed to respect the game and love the game. And also realizing that we don't play the game. There's a certain amount of players that actually get out there and risk their lives and play the game and get hurt and concussions. We can say whatever we want, but at the end of the day, you texting people's, spouses and girlfriends and texting them about you hope they die and all this stuff because they missed a field goal. You have never had to be on national TV where the world is looking at you and the fans are looking at you, thousands of fans, where you got pressure of kicking a field goal or scoring a touchdown. So put yourself in their shoes. You will never be in that position, because we weren't fortunate enough to play the game. They play this beautiful game, and I need fans to realize that we can never put ourselves in their shoes unless we're actually playing the NFL game. And so all of you guys obsessing and doing crazy stuff, you just look insane. Hey, Ash, what you think?
Yeah, I agree with everything that's already been said. It's just wild to me that people really take the time out of their day to like get on Twitter and like DM their player and be like, I hate you, I hope you die because you got me 3 fantasy points this week. Like, what the heck is your problem?
I
Like,
don't owe you
are
anything.
not okay. Like, you are not okay. That's not normal behavior. That's not okay. Again, with all this like DeMar Hamlin stuff, it's super tragic, but actually like a lot of great things have come out where like fans have stuck together. I saw something on Twitter today of people bashing Joe Burrow because he was warming up on the sideline. I'm like, yeah, because there was a miscommunication that told them that they were going to have to get back out on the field. Don't bash Joe Burrow, bash the person that said, hey, you got 5 minutes and you're on offense.
Thank you.
You got to get back out there.
Right.
Like there, I mean, even the stuff with like, I don't know, it's just crazy. Like there's zero reason ever why anyone needs to get on the internet or message these people about how they're terrible and they should die or you hate them because they didn't get you fantasy points or they missed a field goal. It's always I feel bad for kickers. Being a kicker has to be a very stressful, very pressure, like, and it's always like, oh, you missed a field goal, you suck. I hope you. Well, can we talk about how the defense gave up like X amount of points? Or, like, how the offense didn't score? It's the kicker's fault. Like,
it's crazy. It is crazy.
It's just crazy, and people need to realize like these are people. I mean, would you want if your brother's whatever played football? Would you want people messaging your brother like that? Would you want people messaging your brother's mom like be like, hey? Your son sucks, because that's what people do. They go as far as like reach out to the family members and things. Like that is insane. You are crazy. I love when players get on like Twitter. They're like, oh, like I don't even remember who it was. Somebody like Austin Eckler the other day was like, I don't care about your fantasy. Like I don't care. I don't play for your fantasy.
Thank you. I play for the NFL. I don't play for your fantasy. Exactly. It's just.
But I saw a lot of people too, like the Joe Burrow one I had mentioned. There was a lot of people underneath the comments are like, this is not it. Like, this is not it. You need to stop. This is not it. This is disgusting behavior. So it's nice. I know the large majority of people are not like this, but they're loud. The toxic ones are just loud. And
it really is.
It's unfortunate as a player to have to, I mean, that has to get you if you're constantly getting bombarded with just, we hate you. I mean, I don't like the Eagles. I don't like them. I hate the Eagles, but I don't hate anybody that plays for the Eagles. Really, it's just a rivalry. So like, I don't want them to win, but I respect everybody on that team. I love Kelsey with like everything in my soul, but I want him to lose every week he plays football. So you need to separate like football and your fandom and other things. It's disgusting. I agree, Nathan. It's crazy.
Absolutely. Nicole, what you think?
I mean, I went into a deep rabbit hole of this after this was saying and like into the psyche. But I mean, I'm just joining you guys this year. And I mean, fans are supposed to be kind, open, generous. We're supposed to be a place of genuine acceptance, social support, and belonging. That's how, I feel as being a fan of being communicative and just being together with another person. But this, it just seems sometimes that some people can be the abusive party in the abusive relationship for the content they're a fan of. And kind of salting it on someone else. We're supposed to be embracing gaming's diversity. So I really do think that sometimes it is a little bit where it could be, and I don't know where these people come from, but sometimes it could be if they identify so much and hold so much in that identity, then they almost feel entitled to, go and talk into it when that is not the case. You shouldn't have that as your whole identity. So I don't know. I just thought it was crazy. Don't say things if you aren't nice.
I love Nicole. You're right.
Just don't talk if you're mean.
I love you. Oh, I love it. Kate, what do you think?
We had a punter for Michigan, since we're talking college and pros, that really botched a punt at the end of a Michigan State game, and we ended up losing because the Michigan State recovered the punt and ran it back. He had 1,000 death threats before midnight. And people were on chat groups or fan groups of Michigan saying the most hateful things about our coach, saying the most hateful things about our team and our players and about that punter, and he quit football. He just said, I'm not doing this. If this is what it's going to be, and this is how fans are going to react, I'm done. And we have to remember these players are also humans. And humans, we err, we make mistakes. We're not perfect. We don't always execute things perfectly. Players don't always execute their game plans perfectly. They may read a play and then they'd say, oh crap, I didn't see that defender and now I have a pick six. They're human. At the end of the day, these players are human. And unfortunately, things like this and the clicking and the keyboard warriors out there in the armchair quarterbacks sitting in their lazy boy have really ruined sports in a bad way. Put down your devices, put down your phones, and realize that these are players' sons. These are someone's sons. These are someone's brothers. This is someone's father. This is someone's relative, friend. And these people have hearts and feelings. And at the end of the day, that they go home and beat themselves up enough. They don't need us beating them up as well.
Absolutely.
And I feel deep down in my heart, I don't like Aaron Rodgers, but do I wish death on Aaron Rodgers?
Exactly.
Absolutely not. Do I think Aaron Rodgers should go play in traffic? Because I've seen fans put on Twitter, he should just go play in traffic and see what happens, because obviously he doesn't deserve to live because he lost me that game. I mean, I've seen the worst of the worst. Yeah. Even from my own fan bases, I've seen the worst of the worst. And I just think we need to realize these are humans. Mm-hmm. And they're giving us the entertainment we want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're out there playing for us, but they're playing for their teams. And we are not perfect. I can't go out and throw a 67-yard pass to win a game. I can't go out and run 75 yards to beat Ohio State. I can't do any of that myself. So if you can't go out and do it and you don't want to step up and try to be a walk-on for your team or a team, and you don't think you're qualified to be the coach of a team, and you're not out there filling out your resume, you have no right to talk. So shut the hell up.
All right, Kate.
So I'm sorry I cursed. I apologize, but
I am.
I'm just saying, stop it.
Yeah.
I've been more cautious of me lately, and I'm like, I can't do it. Mm-hmm. So why should I criticize something I physically can't do myself? So,
absolutely.
You know what? No one's perfect. We may have our dislikes. We may have our people we don't like, our teams we don't like. But at the end of the day, they're humans. And we got to humanize these people. And sometimes we need to take a step back and say, we may not like these players, but they are someone's family.
Bingo. Absolutely. I mean, he get mad at one game and then literally 4 games later, say you were mad at the Tom Brady and the Bucks earlier in the season because they weren't doing that great. Now all of a sudden they're killing it, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I wanted to kill you."
Actually, I love you now.
But I think I've been overly critical. Right. I'm like, I don't know what his drama's been like off the field. I don't know.
But I mean, you still don't you're not wishing death or anything horrible to them. Right. But it's just like, I'm sorry, I wanted to kill you week 2, but now week 17 were great.
I love you now. You know what I would love though? I would love. Right. Like if you're in Derrick Henry's DMing him, I wish Derrick Henry would come knock on your door and stand in front of your little.
Oh my God, I'd be scared to death. I would be scared to death.
Can you imagine? Oh yeah. Derrick Henry standing over you. You're like, oh.
Exactly. Exactly.
You wouldn't say it to their face.
I ain't got nothing to say now.
The only thing I would be in Derrick Henry's DMs for was like, you know that girlfriend or wife you have? I could be better than her.
Get rid of her. Get rid of her.
You know?
That's called shooting your shot. Way different.
That's the only reason I'd be in any players' DMs and be like, I'm a single mom. I can help take care of
you. Okay, you're so bad. Guys, we hope that you are enjoying this, but we definitely wanted to bring some light into the situation with this drama. This is definitely drama. So we definitely want people to realize that those teams don't pay you. Like the team, but do not be obsessed with the team or think that the team is yours personally.
Cares about you.
You know.
Another thing, real quick, is don't be hard on T. Higgins. That was not his fault. He's getting a lot of flack.
People are insane. People are, you see that hit every day. You see that hit every week. Yeah. It happens
multiple times a game
situation, but you see this every week. Day in and day out. For every football player that I talked to this week, this is something so routine. A hit that did not look abnormally crazy, or this is what, I mean, it's happened before. So please, and he probably is traumatized too. So we got to be sending positive energy.
And hours at the hospital.
T. Higgins has already been through a lot this year. His dad died before the season started. Like this man has
he did go through a lot. You're right.
Stuff going on already, and he's had injuries this year that I'm sure.
Yeah, you do a hit and you hit somebody and you feel like you could possibly kill them. Imagine how traumatizing that is.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about his dad too.
Let's stop being these crazy fans and realize that each and every player that's out there are human beings. They go home just like we do after work. They spend time with their family just like we do. You know what I'm saying? They are human beings. So stop putting them on this pedestal like, they are, going to pay your rent next week. Stop.
I mean, go ahead, pay my rent, but like, but yes, you're right.
You want them to pay it if they don't. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. All right, guys, we love that you guys tuned in this week. Man, we are super excited.
Thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.